Hi, hello my friend, this is your boy, Colton Havens, and this is where you get your brain food, baby. What are some sales generating techniques? I'm gonna give you 5, okay? Thank you so much for hopping on, my friend. If you guys catch the last video, if you didn't, make sure that you do, because it's super important for you to build your online business. Okay, my friend, you are trying to generate more leads. You understand that leads are how you're going to build your business. And if you're not getting new leads, that means the old ones are leaving and you're not making any more money, okay? So we need to fill that pipeline, okay? Business 101. How do I do it? What do I say? What do I say? How do I say it, boy? Come on. That was a little beat with that. What do I say? How do I say it? Where do I put it? I'm gonna give you all that, okay? So get your pen and paper, because we're gonna dive into this, okay? Tip number 1 on how to generate more leads. Learn how to tell stories. I bet you didn't see that one coming. Most people are thinking, you know, where do I need to put the video? How do I need to put the video in this certain spot? Where are my links for that video? All those, don't get me wrong, those are very important, but that's like me trying to teach you soccer and you're like, how do I bend this soccer ball like Beckham? I want to bend it like Beckham. But you've never kicked a soccer ball in your life. Okay, right? You're just starting out. Maybe you haven't ever generated a lead before. Maybe you're good at generating leads and you're just, you know, school's never out for a pro and you're down to learn different and new techniques on how to generate more leads. But the fundamentals for everything are going to be the same. Okay, just like kicking a soccer ball, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, this is going to, telling a story is going to be basically like putting your foot on the left side of the soccer ball before you kick it. Okay, that's how fundamentally important telling a story is when it comes to generating leads. Let me tell you how so when I first started, you know, building my online business and, you know, trying to generate income from home and, you know, getting that financial freedom, when I started looking into it, okay, I was already in direct sales. Okay, so face-to-face sales, standing at kiosks, selling pictures, 19 portraits, $20. Okay, I'm doing hundreds of reps a day, talking to thousands of people a week, and you know, I was getting sick and tired of doing that. I still do it to this day, but I'm at a high enough skill level that it doesn't take a lot of effort for me to do other than my time, which is why I'm building my online business. And if you've seen my other video, you know that the number one thing to know is why you build your business, okay? Because life's going to happen for all of us. But the important thing is that I was trying to figure out, because I knew that I could make a lot of money if I focused on one thing all day long in my sales, okay? I became the top sales rep in the entire country. I'm also the only sales trainer for our company right now that has generated any results from teaching people. But it's all come from focusing on one concept. And the online business game is the same. I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. Okay, and I found out that my online company, the one that I was affiliate marketing for, was actually doing a seminar, a live seminar down in Florida. Okay, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go down to Florida because I had quit my direct sales job to go and pursue you know, video online and working from home online full time. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling, at least compared to the amount of money that I was already used to making. Okay, I had, you know, done maybe I've done a lot more than what I did online. Okay, so I went with the intention. Okay, I bought my plane ticket. It was cheap. I flew Spirit, and since it was such a cheap flight, it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. And I ended up missing my flight. I ended up sleeping in till like 4 o'clock, and I had met a buddy that has been doing online marketing stuff. We had been talking back and forth, sharing ideas, and I called him. I was like, yo, bro, you know, like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And he's like, you need to be here. And I was like, bet, okay, I'm trying to find a new flight. And so I found a new flight. I got down to Florida. I was actually a day late. Okay, but my whole intention going there, in my mind, I was like, what is the one thing? What is the one thing I need to do every single day in my business in order to generate more money. Because if I focused on just talking to new people with my photography business, I just need a new person in front of me. I just need a new person in front of me. I would make more money than the person standing next to me or anybody in the entire country for that matter, okay? And so I knew that the principle had to follow, just like in soccer. If I put my foot right here every single time, if I focus on just kicking that ball perfect every single time, that's my only focus, I'll eventually get the result that I want. Okay, it may take hundreds of reps, may take lots of repetition. Okay, I'm all about those reps because reps is the mother of all skill. If you want to get good at something, put more time in, put more reps in. You know, develop that subconscious mind for it. And so that was my focus. Okay, that was my focus. And when I got there, they had a speaker. And he dropped the bomb. He dropped the mic. He gave me exactly what I came there for in the first speech of the whole seminar on the 3-day weekend that we were there. And the number one thing that I learned was you needed to create a video a day. Okay? Create content daily. But the second thing that I learned that was super important is to tell stories. So that story you just followed me on is from a skill that I have developed to tell better stories. Okay? Because we're selfish individuals. We think of it, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? And when you tell stories, so facts tell, stories sell. And if you're trying to generate leads, trying to get people interested in your things, in your product, in your business, they need to know what's in it for me, Colton. And when you tell a story, us humans, subconscious mind, and with just the way we're programmed, we automatically put ourselves in those shoes. So I'm talking about missing the flights and, you know, waking up late and be focusing on the number one thing that it is that I need to learn. In your mind, you're going on the plane, you're flying with me, okay? And you're putting yourself in my shoes. And that is what people will do when you tell stories. So you got to get better at creating stories, telling stories, okay? And they don't got to be made up. Like, that's a real story. I just had to learn a different way to tell it, okay, in order to impact other people's lives. So, generate more leads. You need to learn how to tell better stories. I got a course for you on that later, okay? Number 2 is you need to have hooks in your stories. Like this one time, Yeah, you feel that? You feel it on your side? You're like, what? What is it, Colin? What are you going to say? What one time? Okay? That, my friend, is called a hook. Okay? Just like in all your favorite TV episodes, right at the end, it hits like almost at that climax and then it goes beep, commercial. Or beep, turns off, next episode. Right? Game of Thrones is freaking great at that. They got some great hooks. Okay, they got some great hooks where they just bring you all the way up to the top, leave you there, and the only way you can find out is if you start watching the next video, okay, or you start watching the next episode. So you need to have hooks also implanted in your story, okay? And this is a skill. This is going to take time to develop, my friend. This is going to take time and skills. This is still something that I'm learning and I'm developing. I'm sure later on in my future, I'll go back and watch this video and be like, damn, you know, I needed to do this, this, and that, okay? Because this is a skill that is forever, you can forever learn, okay? Any of the high top marketing guys that you know, Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, Gary Vaynerchuk, they're all great at telling stories, okay? I could tell you how much money I made. I could show you a screenshot of how much money I made, but it's the stories that inspire us and get us to want to take action, okay? And we need to have hooks in those stories so it brings people back, okay? Now, not only do you need to have hooks, but you need to have loops so they finish the hook together, okay? So just like this one time, actually, do you know what? I'm going to get to that in a second because what I have for you now is going to be even more important. You need to have keyword research in your videos. But going back to the beginning, I just want to let you guys know that creating content is going to be key before key research is available. Before you start doing any key research, you need to have the stories in place. Okay? And do you see how I loop that together? I put you on the hook, drops it, go somewhere else, and then I go back to the hook, and you have loops. Just like in any of your favorite TV shows, they got loops. Like Friends has a huge loop from the beginning of the show to the end of the show, and you got hooks all in between all that, and at the end of it, they sync it all together, and they loop it all together. So it's a nice, perfect bow. Okay? So you got to have loops in your stories. So first off, create stories that have hooks, and then you loop them together. Okay? So, and then that way you can get the full overview market. And that's how you're going to generate more leads in your business. Okay? That's going to be how you do it. So, and then this fourth one here, this fourth tip is I'm going to give you a structure, basically. You know, that's kind of the structure that you need, but also I want to give you the structure of how to just create better videos. So get out a pen and paper, my friend, because this is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Gonna generate leads. All right, so first off, we need a hook, okay? So we need an intro. So you got to have a qualifying intro. So you can go to titlegenerator.com. It's going to spit out headlines. Okay, so headlines, they got to be hooks. So we're going to start with that hook and get people in. Okay, so the hook, sales lead generating techniques. Sales lead generating techniques. That's a hook. Okay, or how to generate more leads. Hook, because you're answering a question that's going on in someone's mind. Okay, so first off, you need to do that. If you don't know how to create those, go to titlegenerator.com. It's a website. Anything on there is free. You just put in your topic, and it'll give you 700 different headlines. Now, after you do that, you need to have a qualifying question in your video. So, hey, do you want to learn how to generate more leads for your business? Hear that little voice in your head that said, yeah, I want to learn how to make more money. You know, that's the voice I'm talking to, and you only talk to that voice when you ask questions, okay? So you need an intro, so that title generators, get that headline. Second, qualifying question, okay? So this is how you actually map out a video, okay? Now, the third thing, you need to tell a story, okay? And in the story, you need to have hooks and loops in the story, okay? It takes time, it takes practice, but if you do it with intention, you're gonna get there, okay? Now, the story, I need to make a point in the story. Just like in my beginning story that I had for you, the whole point is what's the number one thing you need to do in your business every single day. And if you can follow up a point with a story, people remember it better. That's why Jesus talks in parables, or, you know, the Bible's written out in stories. And, you know, any great movie ever is got a great story in it, okay? Because we humans put ourselves in those shoes. That's why Walt Disney is so freaking phenomenal, because their stories are fantastic, and they talk about real life problems and situations that we all deal with, okay? So make a point from that story. And the last thing is a call to action. So tell your watchers to specifically do something like, hey, go down there, leave a comment. If you guys liked this video and you want more, tell me what type of video you want from me so I can make it for you guys down here below in the comments. Boom, super simple, super easy. But see how in your mind you're like, oh, okay, you know, I'll go do that. But if I go like, if you guys want to, go leave down a comment, you know, or if I never say it, it never occurs to them to do it. Okay, so make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Okay, simple call to actions. Now, the fifth and final thing, always keep learning. Okay, always keep developing your skills and to learn how to generate more leads. Okay, don't go from this and then don't do anything, don't apply it, okay? But we gotta learn something every single day about what it is that we want to get better, because when you're green, you grow, when you're ripe, you rot. Okay, and I know we're not here trying to rot, we're here trying to get that green, you know what I mean, you getting that green, okay? So make sure you get their 15-day business blueprint challenge from me. Go to coltonhavens.com/welcome. You're gonna get a 15-day step-by-step. You're gonna even get a 6-figure online marketing coach to walk you through it. So if you're serious and you take action, which I know you're not the average person, I know you take action, I know you implement, and for those of that you don't, you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna get left in the dust. Okay, But this is for serious people, the action takers. It does cost money. It's like $7. It's very inexpensive, but if you're not willing to invest in yourself, then you don't have what it takes in order to keep learning, keep developing. Because school is never out for a pro. If I ask Dave Beckham, I'm sure you guys will correct me, how to kick the ball and bend it, okay? But I'm sure that he would try to learn something from me, even being, you know, not a very good soccer player, because you can always learn something from someone else, even if it's what not to do. We got some of those people, okay? Make sure you're filling up your tank, okay? You can't drive a Ferrari on empty gas with no gas, and you can't give to people if you're not giving to yourself. Make sure you're feeding your mind and you're getting that brain food, baby, because just like you gotta bathe and just like you gotta eat, gotta get your brain food every day. I love y'all. Peace. Let me know what you want for the next video.